Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Asa the Greek, and today I wanted to talk about my final thoughts on Despair Time thus far. So, without any further ado, let's start with the prologue. I think the prologue was okay. It was a standard DR Fangan prologue of meeting the protagonist and then slowly talking to each character until the host shows up, announces the killing game and someone rushes to attack them, only to get their ass kicked instead. It wasn't bad by any means, just middle of the road. The interactions were cool, but nothing insane so far. With Chapter 1, things get tricky. For me, the majority of the episodes were hit or miss. Some were interesting for sure, but some were kinda boring, I must admit. Like the elevator episode was fun, and Sandra's betrayal was probably the peak of this chapter, but then we had the cooking episode, which, yes, I know, everything is supposed to connect to the trial in the end, but can you tell me what use served the whole remote control plotline with Jay? And don't get me started on the trial episodes, because I understand what the creator was trying to do there with the people ganging up on Tarika to give her the whole loner arc in the next chapter, but did everyone have to be so stupid? Like, I actually got angry during these episodes. Like, you'd think in a situation of life or death, you'd try to actually think about the case. If you've watched my reactions to the trial, you'll know what my issue was, writing-wise. The case itself is a mess. Things that would happen in an instant somehow take much longer, certain actions made zero sense. I know that it's only one person doing majority of the work, but if I was like an advisor or something for the writing of this project, that would have been my first thing to say. And of course, if I'm talking about the first trial, I also have to mention the music. It's gone. There's nothing here. I'm almost certain if the soundtrack was more fitting, I would have liked the trial a bit more than I did, because it was bad. Like, we would confront the killer, and instead of a piece getting us hyped for the reveal and what's to come, we had this slightly more energetic than lo-fi music. It killed whatever mood the trial tried to set up, and as I was already not vibing with the trial as a whole, the dead soundtrack was the final nail in the coffin. And then there was light. Chapter 2 comes around and just punches me right in the face. The difference in quality is stark. The writing is so much better here, it's insane. Before I'd watched 1 or 2 episodes to get it done, but with Chapter 2, I was genuinely excited to find out what would happen next. I think the motive was very interesting too, though I would have preferred if they kept some a secret so we could speculate more. I honestly don't think there was a single bad episode in Chapter 2, all of them certified bangers. And the trial fixed all the issues I had with the first one. The murder case itself was more interesting and thought out, music was actually backing up the episodes with hype soundtracks during hype moments, but also absence thereof during emotional moments. And thanks to the secret reveals, it gave opportunities for a lot more fully voiced moments, which were great. I wish that it fully voiced the trials personally, but the amount that we got this time around was solid. Of course, nothing can be perfect. There are still some things I found negative about this chapter, specifically during the trial. Let's get the less important thing first. I think Ace's execution was not that great. I see the vision, I do, but I think the execution was not it. Min's death was a lot cooler in my opinion. It felt more cinematic, which it kinda has to be. Ace going through various ways that he could die, only to die from a heart attack is cool, in theory, but the way the execution was presented was kind of anticlimactic. If I had to change anything about the ending, I'd have him clench his chest, maybe have an effect that indicate his heart stopping, close up to his face, followed by him falling on the ground. The foam on the mouth and blue face felt more like a joke than a serious moment. My biggest issue, aside from how annoying Who was in the trial, is how to me the story tries to make the viewers feel bad for Nico, despite the whole conflict taking place in Chapter 2 being their fault to begin with. Yes, Nico was a bully victim, I get it. I was a bully victim too when I was younger, that doesn't mean I need to like them. And yes, if you're a regular in my channel, you know that I like Ava a lot, another bully victim from Eden's Garden. So, why do I like her more compared to Nico? Well, that's because the situations are different. We'll learn about stuff Ava went through in the past, and we see her mistakes causing her to fall and also be made fun of from some of the cast members, getting outed as the bad guy. In Nico's case, we don't really know what they went through, just that they weren't treated nice, which, like, it could mean a lot of things. But more importantly, Nico was fine throughout the whole prologue in Chapter 1. No one bullied them. In fact, a lot of the cast members seemed to like them and wanted to befriend Nico. The only person that was bullying Nico was Ace around the start of chapter 2. And no, it wasn't because of Nico's secret. He himself said that he had no clue what Nico's secret meant. If you go back to that episode, you will see that the reason Ace antagonized Nico was because Nico insulted him in the first place, and when Ace was not cool with it, Nico doubled it down. No apology or anything. And even after trying to kill Ace and everyone else, it seems like no one really gave a shit. No consequences for their very dangerous actions. And it feels like that's what the story itself is trying to tell us, that Nico was the good guy of the situation, which they weren't. And that kinda annoys me. I guess you guys got a preview of my Despair Time ranking there. Anyway, that will be all for today. What is your opinion of Despair Time thus far? Do you agree with my points? Do let me know in the comments, but until the next video, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.